Welcome dear students for the last part of unit 1 measuring instrument of mechanical engineering measurement, that is 15ME 33D subject. So we are discussing coordinate measuring machines, that is CMM. So this coordinate measuring machine is used for three-dimensional measurements, and you can measure these dimensions precise in X, Y and Z directions, and these can be controlled and measured. So it has got a probe and a stylus. This probe is going to measure the deviations both in positive directions as well as in negative directions. So the different types of CMMs are there. So we'll be discussing them in detail. These machines with computer aided measuring, these run vibration free, and they are mechanically strong and have high rigidity. So these measuring machines which we are using, right, these machines whatever we are using, you can see it as a cantilever and a bridge type. The two types, different types I have shown here. In these two machines you can find out these in all the three directions, X, Y and Z directions. There is a probe here, so this moves in all the three directions. Similarly, you can see this bridge type, it is moving in all the three directions, 1, then 2, and then top and bottom. So these machines what we use, they have a cantilever type, and they are the easiest to load and unload, right? And the second type is called as bridge type. This is more difficult to load but less sensitive. Then you have the two different types called as horizontal milling, horizontal boring mill type, and vertical boring mill type, which we are discussing in the next slide. This you can see an example of a CMM which is been connected to a computer. Then you are seeing these two different horizontal bore mill type and vertical bore mill type. These horizontal type are used for large and heavy workpieces, and vertical type is used for relatively slow and which is very accurate and precise. So in these two cases whatever you can find is, for this the measuring distances between the two holes which you are going to find out, the workpiece is being clamped to a table, and then they are being aligned with the machines in three mutually perpendicular directions, that is X, Y and Z directions. The probe is being placed, it is being placed in the first datum hole, that is whichever hole you want to measure, there it is going to be placed, and then from there you are going to take the readings, that is the probe is then moved successively, it is being moved successively to the next holes, and then at each of which a digital readout. So you are going to have the digital readings which represent the coordinate dimensions of the whole location. So whatever is that coordinate you are going to get is going to be in all the three directions. These data are recorded and processed when complex geometric and statistical analysis is to be carried out. So when you are conducting this statistical and geometric analysis, we are going to process it. So in these modern machines, automatic online processing of these measurements of data can be carried out. So you have these modern devices nowadays, CMMs, where you can find out the automatic readings. Then what is the rules which followed by this coordinate measuring machines? What are these rules? First one, to meet the requirement of faster machines with high accuracy, it has the high stiffness to weight ratio in order to reduce dynamic forces. So whatever are the different forces that are acting, to reduce that, it is stiff as well as it is highly accurate. Then it gives maximum rigidity to machines without excess weight. That is in Z axis if we have a carriage, then in Z axis if there is a column, of hollow type depending on the type of CMMs. So it is going to have high rigidity to machines. Then it uses the principles of kinematic designs in the three master guideways and probe locations. So in X, Y and Z directions you have a guideways. Then a map of systematic errors in machines is built and is fed into the computer system so that error compensation is built up into the software. So if there is any error compensation, it has been taken care into this device. Next role, these CMMs are provided with their own computers with interactive dialog facility and user-friendly software. So we are going to use user-friendly softwares, and they have their own dialog boxes which is incorporated to their own computers. The accuracies can be compensated by error reductions and error compensation. So whatever accuracies are there, you can find out by reducing these errors and their compensations. Then these CMMs, that is, these are thermocouples. There are thermocouples incorporated throughout the machines and interfaced with the computers to be used for compensation of temperature gradients and thus provide a high accuracy and repeatability. So you can get a high accuracy and repeatability for which you are using these thermocouples. Then with total flexibility and programmability, which makes it capable of handling virtually any measuring requirements. So if you have any measuring requirements, it can handle these measuring requirements within its physical size limit. So whatever is that limit in X, Y and Z direction, or whether it is in terms of Cartesian coordinates, that is P, theta, in case of cylindrical and spherical coordinates also, thus rendering dedicated or specially designed gauging unnecessarily. So if you are using a special design ungauging, it is not required at all. Then let us see what are the uses of CMMs. These are used in profile measurements, dimensional measurements, depth mappings, then angularity or orientation measurements, then shaft measurements, digitalizing or image activities. These are the different uses of CMMs. Then we will see what are the advantages of CMMs. So these are used for high accuracy. Minimization of operator errors. So if there are any errors, you can reduce these errors. Then reduced operators skill requirements. So if there are any operators, you are going to reduce these operators. Then total flexibility you are going to have. Then total programmability, you can program it continuously. Then low maintenance cost, uniform inspection quality, reduced inspection fixturing. If you are adding any fixturing device or any device in between, you can reduce that during inspection. Then reduced calculations, reduced scrap, you can reduce the scraps as well as calculations. Then no need of separate go and no go gauges for each features if you are testing them, so you don't require these gauges. Then simplifications in inspection procedures, you are reducing that procedure. Then reduction in total inspection time, you are reducing the total inspection time. Reduction in setup time, so whatever is that setup time, you are reducing that setup time also. Then reducing in fixturing cost, so whatever additional fixture you are adding or removing, that cost also you can reduce. So these are the advantages of going for CMMs. So with this we are concluding the first chapter. So in the next videos we will be seeing the next unit, that is we will be getting into transducers and strain gauges. Thank you.